conducted, but today I'm really sorry for that. Okay, fine. So deploying an application means hosting the application on the client side. मतलब once your, जैसे बंगलो का example हमने लिया था, that bungalow is built and then you hand it over to the whoever is the customer. Similarly, once your software is developed, you hand it over to the customer. For example, अगर आपके पास कोई बैंक आती है, okay, certain bank comes to you and says that we want banking application to be developed for our customers. Okay, so you as a software developer, you are going to develop the entire software. You are going to develop the entire software जिसमें आप customer login से लेकर withdraw, deposit, getting the statement, all the required features you are going to provide. And once the entire application is developed by you, then only it is handed to the bank. And after you hand over it to the bank, then only the bank is going to tell to the customers that we are available through application also, and then only the customers is going to download the applications and use that application. So that is deployment. And after deployment, there is going to be maintenance. Okay, after deployment there is going to be maintenance. Maintenance means what? If while using that application, if the customer faces any kind of issue, any kind of error, or any kind of problem, okay, then you have to fix those errors. Not only that, but you are also going to work out on updation. जैसे WhatsApp आप use करते हो ना, and after few days the new feature is added to the WhatsApp, because WhatsApp का जो company है, rather अभी Facebook ने ले लिया है WhatsApp को, तो Facebook company is involved into updation of that software. So maintenance में आता है fixing the problems that a user faces while using the software. Not only that, but also maintenance involves the updation of the software. Maintenance also involves the updation of the software. So I can say fixing the problems faced by users while using the software and updating the softwares. Okay, updating the softwares. Okay, updating the softwares. So that is about the maintenance. So this is SDLC. This is SDLC. Now, why I have discussed SDLC with you? Because you are going to be developers. You are going to be developers of such kind of software. तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपको किसी ने कहा कि मुझे ये प्रोग्राम चाहिए एंड आपने डायरेक्टली कोडिंग स्टार्ट किया. नो, before coding also there are so many steps that are involved, and after coding also there are so many steps that are involved. So you need to know everything. Programmer is not only about knowing the implementation. Programmer is not only about implementation. Programming is all about everything. मतलब आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट दिया जाता है तो उसके लिए रिक्वायरमेंट्स गैदर करना, उसके लिए प्लानिंग करना, ओके, उसके लिए प्लानिंग करना, ओके, एंड फिर उसका डिजाइन एनालिसिस करना, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करना, फिर टेस्टिंग करना, डिप्लॉयमेंट करना, ये सब प्रोग्रामर को पता होना चाहिए. एंड दैट्स द रीजन आई हैव डिस्कस्ड SDLC with you. Now, requirement gathering and planning, these are of course done verbally in our mind. We are having a strong IQ, we are engineers. Okay, so of course gathering the requirements from the client, then planning the things out. Okay, this everything is done logically. Okay, something that is abstract in our mind. Okay, then design and analysis ke matlab from step 3 onwards we are going to start documenting the things. So design and analysis mein we are going to start documenting. Implementation mein we are going to start programming. Testing mein we are going to use again certain tools to test our application and so on. Okay, so now let's go to design and analysis phase. Let's go to design and analysis phase, which is one of the very crucial phase of SDLC, which is one of the very crucial phase of SDLC, which involves, okay, involves creative ideas, creative logics, okay, giving the what you can say, noting down whatever is there in your mind, okay, which is really very complex. So that is one of the important phase where the actual engineering comes into picture. Design and analysis is all about the engineering. Okay, so in design and analysis, what is important is algorithms and flowcharts. Algorithms and flowcharts. Now, What do you mean by algorithm and flowcharts? Algorithm is a step by step noting down the instructions, logical instructions rather I would say, noting down the logical instructions, but in natural language. Natural language, but in natural language. So algorithm का मतलब क्या है कि अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट दिया जाता है, let's take a very simple example that I want to perform addition of two numbers. I want to perform addition of two numbers. तो जब आपको बताया गया है कि you have to write a program for addition of two numbers, तो आपके दिमाग में suddenly कुछ steps आएंगे कि हाँ अगर एडिशन करना है तो what will be the steps? So can you tell me what will be the steps for addition of two numbers?
Like take two numbers and implement the addition function.
Yes, correct. Okay, whatever. हमारे दिमाग में suddenly steps आते हैं that I am going to read two numbers from the input device and I am going to perform result equal to a plus b and then I am going to print result on the screen. So जैसे ही मैंने कहा that I want to perform addition of two numbers, तो step one हमारे दिमाग में क्या आया that step one is going to be read two numbers, right? Read two numbers, let's say a and b. Then second step is going to be, okay, perform result equal to a plus b, and third step is going to be, step 3 is going to be print result on output device. So these are the sudden steps that come to our mind when a problem statement comes. So जब हमारे दिमाग में वो आता है तो हम प्लानिंग करते हैं, एंड जब हम उसको ऐसे नोट डाउन करते हैं तो वी आर एक्चुअली राइटिंग द algorithm. We are actually writing the algorithm. So algorithm is step by step noting down the logical instructions but in natural language. Natural language मतलब English. Okay, natural language मतलब English. So English में, okay, no, which is not more technical, okay, or maybe semi technical, okay, so that is known as algorithm. Just noting down the logic, whatever is there in your mind, noting down on the paper is known as writing the algorithm. And when these steps are represented graphically, when these steps are represented graphically, it becomes flowchart. It becomes flowcharts. Okay, it becomes flowcharts. It becomes flowcharts, right? So that is about algorithm and flowcharts, right? But now that algorithm and flowchart has a very big advantage. It has a very big advantage. If you remember just now, I had told you that design and analysis is totally made on or totally developed on basis of the requirements that is given by the user. Design and analysis is done on the basis of the requirements that are given by the user. So if the design is not following or not fulfilling the requirements of the user, that design is cancelled. So design and analysis is totally made based on the requirements. So now, if I have made a particular algorithm and if that algorithm is not fulfilling a requirement, of the user, what we will do? We will put up some another algorithm. We will change some steps, isn't it? We will change the steps in the algorithm so that the algorithm matches with the requirement. If there is anything wrong going in the algorithm, if I come to know कि किसी step पे मुझे गलत output मिल रहा है, तो I am going to just trace the algorithm and I am going to try to evaluate that where the problem is coming, and at that particular step I am going to make a particular change so that it gives me a correct output. So what is happening is that most of the logical errors are fixed during algorithm creation or in the design phase itself. So जब आप प्रोग्रामिंग करोगे, जब आप इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करोगे, तो वो स्ट्रिक्टली डिजाइन के हिसाब से होने वाला है। तो डिजाइन आपका ऑप्टिमाइज्ड होना चाहिए, डिजाइन आपका करेक्ट होना चाहिए. So what is going to happen is most of the errors, logical errors, are fixed during design and analysis phase, which is going to help us to, which is going to help us in terms of cost. In terms of cost, how? I will tell you. देखो, अगर समझो मैंने डिजाइन किया है कोई algorithm, if I have designed some algorithm and that algorithm is having some wrong logic, maybe I have not checked, maybe I have not analyzed that design against the requirement. मैंने वो डिजाइन को requirement के against analyze नहीं किया और मैंने वैसे ही वो डिजाइन आपको दे दिया. आप कौन हो? डेवलपर हो. व्हाट यू विल डू कि जैसे मैंने डिजाइन आपको दिया है वैसे आप इंप्लीमेंटेशन करोगे, वैसे कोडिंग करोगे. आर यू गोइंग टू गेट करेक्ट आंसर बाय दैट? if there is something wrong, if there is a logic that is wrong in the design itself, is the implementation going to be correct?
No.
No, because implementation के लिए क्या रूल है कि डिजाइन के हिसाब से ही implementation होना चाहिए. So implementation में error आएगा. Now when you are implementing, the implementation is something where you write a program where compilers are involved, CPU is involved, electricity is involved, internet is involved, so many things है ना. जब आप प्रोग्रामिंग करते हो तो आपको आपका कंप्यूटर ऑन रखना होता है, सारे रिसोर्सेज जो है कंप्यूटर के वो सारे यूज हो रहे हैं. जबकि आप डिजाइन एनालिसिस जब कर रहे हो तो आप सिर्फ एक डॉक्यूमेंटेशन कर रहे हो. ओके, दैट डॉक्यूमेंटेशन मे बी ऑन अ पेपर बाय यूजिंग पेन पेपर, राइट. इट मे हैपन कि मैंने पेन पेपर यूज करके वो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन किया है. नाउ ऑफ कोर्स इन नाउअडेज फॉर डिजाइन एनालिसिस आल्सो वी हैव गॉट सर्टेन टूल्स एंड सर्टेन सॉफ्टवेयर, बट पहले ऐसा नहीं होता था. पहले पेन पेपर से डिजाइन एनालिसिस होता था, राइट. एंड देन इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के लिए यू यूज टू यूज द सीपीयू. बट एनीवेज, okay, fixing the errors at design time and fixing the errors at implementation time, programming time, tell me which is less, which is going to consume less costing, step 3 or step 4? Fixing the error at step 3 or fixing the error at step 4? Less costing किसमें होगा?
Step 3.
Step 3 में, correct. Because उसमें आप compilers, interpreters, internet वो सब यूज नहीं कर रहे हो, आप सिर्फ एक डॉक्यूमेंट बना रहे हो. आप सिर्फ एक डॉक्यूमेंट बना रहे हो. अगर आपका लॉजिक कहीं पे भी रॉन्ग हो रहा है तो प्रोग्रामिंग टाइम पे उसको निकालना इज नॉट अ गुड सोल्यूशन. मतलब आप प्रोग्राम कर रहे हो, आउटपुट देख रहे हो, अरे गलत आ रहा है, वापस प्रोग्राम में चेंजेस कर रहे हो, वापस वो गलत आ रहा है. तो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? आप प्रोग्राम में जब चेंजेस कर रहे हो, इट मीन्स दैट यू आर गोइंग अगेंस्ट द डिजाइन. इट मीन्स दैट यू आर गोइंग अगेंस्ट द डिजाइन. कि डिजाइन एनालिसिस वाले इंजीनियर ने जो आपको डिजाइन पास ऑन किया है, आपको रन करने के बाद पता चला अरे इससे करेक्ट आउटपुट नहीं आ रहा है, आप चेंजेस कर रहे हो. सो देयर इज नो म्यूचुअल कंपैटिबिलिटी बिटवीन डिजाइन एंड इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, जो कि रॉन्ग है. तो दैट्स द रीजन most of the logical errors must be fixed during design and analysis. And who is going to help us to fix those errors is algorithms and flowcharts. Algorithm is going to help me to trace out whether I am getting the correct output or not. अगर नहीं हो रहा है तो algorithm में changes करो, okay? और तब तक changes करो जब तक आपको desired output नहीं मिलता है. एंड जब आपको desired output मिलेगा, algorithm finalize करो और वो algorithm आप developer को दे दो, so that developer is going to develop the program according to the algorithm. Okay, but उस algorithm में कोई भी logical error नहीं है. Okay, is my screen visible? Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mansingh is saying that he is not able to see the screen, but it is visible. Mansingh, there should be some problem at your end. Okay, so so algorithms and flowcharts help us to remove the most of the, or you can say all the logical errors at step 3 only, which increases the efficiency of an application. Okay, so this is about the algorithm and flowcharts. Now Now, of course, this is very important. आपको I will teach you how to write the algorithms. I'll teach you how to draw the flow charts. Okay, and everything. I mean, programming से पहले आपको algorithms कैसे लिखते हैं, flow charts कैसे लिखते हैं. I'm going to teach you that. Okay, but I think today I will stop over here. Tomorrow we will be learning about algorithms and flow charts. I hope that today's session was helpful to you, because today I have not covered anything related to C. I have just covered the basic things. Even if you are from non-IT background, so you should know that from where we are starting. Directly जाके program करना is not a good idea, right? Okay. So first we need to understand that कैसे ये सब होने वाला है programming. And that's the reason I have taken this. So I hope you all are comfortable with this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any doubt in today's session, please you can go ahead and ask me. Okay. So in tomorrow's session, I'll be covering algorithm and flowcharts. We are going to see certain questions like how to calculate how to display the multiplication table, how to calculate the factorial, and so on. Okay. So to bring a good score in your CCAT exam, of course, you need to do more and more practice, and your basics should be very much clear. Okay. Your basics and fundamentals must be clear. Directly आप program करोगे तो of course that is going to make messed आपके concept में पूरा ये होगा. So let's go from the basics. Okay, so that's it for today. See you all guys tomorrow. And
I have a question actually.
Yes.
When will we have our apti or something?
Sorry.
When will we have our apti classes, like aptitude?
Aptitude classes, the schedule, I'm also unaware about the schedule. But of course, maybe after C programming or so, you'll be having the aptitude. Okay. Don't worry. All the modules that are there required for CCAT, all the modules will be covered. Okay. Don't worry about that.
And is flowchart and
what?
Okay, and are algos and flowcharts part of the syllabus of CCAT?
No, actually, see, that is something that I feel कि आपको आना चाहिए. So मैं बस सिखा रही हूँ आपको.
हाँ, just asking.
So, yeah. So algorithm and flow charts वैसे तो syllabus में लिखा हुआ तो नहीं होता है, मतलब किसी syllabus में कि algorithms and flow charts is there. But I feel that